This movie is a coming-of-age love story about a teenager and her crush who happens to be a corpse. After a set of horrific circumstances bring him back to life, the two embark on a journey to find love, happiness, and a few missing body parts. This movie is a mess. It's unfunny, as the script lacks any wit. The jokes do not land, the characters are ill-defined, the design elements are low-rent, the dim lighting is bad, and even the performances feel off. This movie is assembled from parts of better films. Derivativeness alone cannot derail a movie, but it becomes a huge problem when neither the narrative nor the characters rise above it. The story is just like its title implies, an uncomfortable amalgamation of body pieces. The script is unfocused, as it's juggling several disparate story threads and tones incoherently. The movie fails to find a steady tone through which to tell the story. It's erratic and scattered, as individual scenes do not cohere with other scenes. The film doesn't resemble anything cognizable at all. The movie delivers one stiff, unenergetic scene after the next. The story and characters are completely pointless and do not matter. It has no idea what the movie is about and for, as it decides to simply sew together a collection of different themes and ideas. Though it suggests at times to be a subversive coming-of-age story, it is nothing of the sort, certainly not in any original way. It becomes the story of all the wacky things that happen when a high school girl decides to hide a reanimated stinking corpse inside her closet. The story leads to scenes without tension, where Lisa tries to keep her monster a secret while covering their murderous tracks from her parents and authorities. It fails as a true coming-of-age story because it gives us nothing to bond with either the main character or any of her travails, including the throwaway reference to her murdered mother, which becomes a pointless plot device that sits there and goes nowhere. The movie fails to make any sense of Lisa's abrupt transition at a certain point into a cold-blooded murderer. They just present it and expect the audience to continue to root for her as a high school underdog. The visual presentation is really mediocre, and the movie's aesthetic is just misguided. Some of the 1980s elements seem carelessly stitched together just to say it is done, rather than because anyone cared about and what they meant to or how they advanced the story. Overall, this is a waste of time. We do not recommend this movie at all.